we're up, we're ready. We've not really had breakfast. I've had an alcohol more stuff. There's some of the bits in the room. I think we're going to get some bacon or something when we get to HorrorCon. Or cakes. We'll definitely get cakes. It's just whether we eat them or whether they take them home or not.
You're going to take them home.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just going to order an Uber in a minute. It's 9:30, so we can get it from 10 o'clock. So we're not in a super rush. I think I could say yesterday we're going to watch Sid's Q&A and some of the short films and then see what else there is. I think, aren't we, for a couple of hours in the middle. We'll pick up a proper plan with this time. There's a leaflet somewhere with all the times on.
I want to go and stroke
the groundhog again. Prairie dog.
So cute. Yeah. I want to see if I can put it in my bag without noticing.
Right, we're gonna get a car. You see in a bit? Yup. Yeah, we're back at Magna. We're actually early. So we filmed that last bit. I ordered an Uber and it's like 15 minutes later. So we go queue up. We're going to see some animals early, I think. Get some cakes before they sell out. It was awesome, wasn't it? It's like 2 minutes to 10. We're in. Checking bags, checking wristbands.
Really awesome.
Proper change from the last 2 years of getting in.
I sorted about my dog.
Sorted about my dog. And Twisty, your favourite clown. And Sam's out already. Move around overnight.
Programme for today, sir.
Lovely. Thank you.
And you, madam. Just in case you get lost.
Just move the car forward.
Yeah. Got a programme today. Said we needed one. Got one. First people down here. We're not going to meet anyone. We're going to buy cakes.
Yeah, what could we have on our own?
That's cool.
I mean, silly question. That's quite expensive. Anyway.
It's Ariane's favourite.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to buy some of these at some point.
They're really good, aren't they?
I'm going to check out the animals. Alright, just wants to see the groundhog again. Pretty old. Some breakfast. Back for another snoop around the market. Okay. And a cuppa. Back for Snoop. Cup of coffee. Gizmo. Slums Gizmo. Yeah. More cakes, some cakes. Yeah, slums here.
I do. I wish it squeaked.
Yeah, if it does, yeah, so it'd be worth it for a dog toy. But...
Is it alright? It wouldn't last very long though, would it?
No.
As a lot.
Can we grab next smoke?
What's up with it? Still in bed then?
Filled. Full of vodka or something.
Oh no, probably not.
Chilling out.
In front of the heater.
Yeah, in front of the heater again. Just gonna watch the short film on So Cool Brewster on at 11, so we're gonna watch that. And then since Q&A is about 20 minutes after, so we might just camp out here for a little bit.
Yeah.
There's not a lot going on till 11. Went general entries, had around the market. Obviously we did a lot like yesterday, so yeah, just chilling out this morning. Bought some cakes, we'll pick them up in a bit. They're keeping them behind the counter for us, so yeah, it's all good.
Welcome to day 2 of HorrorCon UK. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves. How many of you were here yesterday? Quite a few, and we've got quite a few newcomers. We'll be mixing it up a little bit today. We'll repeat some of the stuff we did during the interview yesterday, but we'll have some new material for those of you that were here yesterday. So it's not going to be the same interview all over again. Anyway, my name's Darryl Buxton. I've been a horror writer and horror critic for over 30 years, about 35 years. And I was fortunate to be invited here last year to interview Ian McCulloch and Kane Hodder. And yesterday we had a really, really great session with the man that you're about to see for the next 30 minutes or so. He's one of those people who's become an overnight star after 50 years in the business. And we'll be talking about his recent successes and delving into the history of his career and the stuff that he did right back to the 1960s. So without further ado, will you please welcome the amazing Mr. Sid Haig. Okay, as I've just said, Sid, we'll run through some of the same stuff that we did yesterday, but we'll put a new spin on it as well for the people that have seen you twice.
So we get residuals for the stuff that we did yesterday, or
take it up with the organisers. Okay, yesterday we spoke at length about your work on Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. One thing I wanted to ask, which I didn't ask yesterday, Rob's a huge fan of the Marx Brothers, and of course named a lot of the characters in those movies after characters that Groucho Marx had played. Were you aware of Groucho's Captain Spaulding?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
And from the movie Animal Crackers, of course. And did Groucho influence you in any way?
No. No, he's much nicer than Captain Spaulding. Okay.
But did Rob say anything on set or at the script stage about the whole Marx Brothers thing?
He mentioned it. Yeah, we got into it a little bit, and he just explained his love for the Marx Brothers and Groucho, and that was kind of the spirit behind these characters. We just took the characters from Animal Crackers and made them bad.
Okay, sticking with Rob, his movies do get a mixed reaction from fans, it's fair to say, but I think no one can deny that his films do have a very distinct and personal style, and I know that you've said in interviews previously how much of a fan you are of his Halloween remake, and you played Chester Chesterfield in Halloween. How does Rob differ from other horror directors? Do you think he does have a very distinct and personal style to his work?
He does, and he fell in love with horror in the 70s. Okay, so he's kind of, all of his work is kind of a return to the 70s style horror film, and he tries to stay true to that, but at the same time update it. So that it's relevant to what's going on now. As far as Halloween, I personally was so pleased to get the background story of Michael Myers, so we now understand why this guy is a freaking idiot running around killing people. Okay, and a terrible childhood, kind of.
We didn't really talk much yesterday about your work in TV, and you've appeared in all kinds of cult TV shows, Star Trek, Batman, and so on. We're going to talk in some detail about Jason of Star Command later, your big hit show, but take us back to the 60s and some of those sort of bit parts in what have now become really, really iconic cult shows.
I started in 1961, okay, in Jack Hill's student film at UCLA called The Host, which is now a companion disc to his Switchblade Sisters, okay? And then I just started getting television work like crazy. My first television show was the original Untouchables with Robert Stack. And I was, as a novice, I made a lot of mistakes. My first interview I went to, I had a book of my pictures, and the casting director flipped through the pictures and said, "I'm sorry, we don't have anything for you." And I defended the photographer. I said, "Excuse me, but the photographer put all of his time and effort and talent into those pictures, and you just flipped through that like it was the phone book. Take a look at those pictures," okay? And she took a little better look, and still don't have anything for you. Okay. But later she became my champion. She cast me in everything that she did. 4 Gunsmokes, Get Smart. She was doing 3 or 4 different shows, and she just, I think she appreciated the fact that I spoke out for myself and I was actually defending somebody else. So she was very nice to me. Yeah. And I stumbled my way through, and all of a sudden I just started getting more and more work and more work. and there was a TV series called Batman, and everybody in Hollywood was trying to get into Batman, and it just so happened, out of the blue, this doesn't happen often, but every night of the week I was starring in a different TV series. Okay, and so I had to take out an ad. I said, I can't let this just go away, okay? So I took out an ad in the Variety and the Hollywood Reporter, starring Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the producer of Batman said, why is this guy doing everybody else's show but mine? Get his ass in here tomorrow, okay? And so the call was made, and I went in, and he handed me the script. He said, go in that room and read the script, and whatever part you want beside King Tut, it's yours. Okay, well, okay, good. That's I love it. And so that's how I wound up on that show.
Okay. Okay, sadly we've come to the end of our time here, but we've had two half hours with Sid, and that's just not enough. To cover this guy's career would take the whole weekend, I think. So, but we've managed to get some marvellous stories out of Sid. And he's been in the business, as he says, for 56, 57 years now. Let's hope we've got many more years to come, many more great movies. It sounds like we have from what he says. So for now, will you put your hands together for Mr. Sid Haig?
Just one last thing to say, and those of you that were here yesterday have heard this, I'm going to say it again. If it was not for you, none of this would be happening for me. You make everything happen. You put a roof over my head, you put clothes on my back, you put food in my stomach, and I love you.
Cakes. I cannot wait to eat these.
This is going to be so good, babe.
Yeah. New friends.
He or she?
He's a he and he's called Beanie. Beanie the boss.
Yeah.
How sweet.
So we just headed back out to the car. I think we're done for HorrorCon for this year.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of hours this morning. We've had a walk around, a cuppa, bought some cakes. So Sid's Q&A.
Show them the cake.
I'll show the cakes in a minute. I can't do that while I'm walking. Yeah, so good day, great time. Just not loads on for us for today. We were going to watch some of the short movies, but then we missed them starting. I don't think you can walk in 10 minutes through a 20-minute film clip.
And we just went to see the animals.
Yeah, did you been to see the animals again? They were cool. They're very nice people actually. I think they're called Pandora's Box. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
Find a website, I'll put it down below because they do lots of charity events and school trips
And
and
they
things.
basically rescue animals. So
Yeah, lots of interesting things. You know, house full of snakes and lizards.
they got a little bull guinea pig.
Yeah.
And I like to stroke the animals.
Yeah, straight down. So yeah, we'll show you these cakes. I'll probably show you these cakes when we get
Yeah.
home actually and start eating them. But
Yeah, I can show. So, oh god, they smell divine. If you could have smell-o-vision.
so that one's the Ferrero Rocher one.
Ferrero Rocher.
Peanut brownie.
Yeah. Fudge finger.
Finger fudge, yeah.
Chocolate orange.
Yeah.
Pecan and
There's something like pecan and maple or something, I think.
and a Snickers.
And Snickers, yeah. And we've got Jason on them all.
Yeah, so good. Bye, Magna. Thanks for another wicked HorrorCon.
Yeah, we'll see what we do next time. So last year was July, this year it's in May.
Yeah.
I think this is a better time for it actually, I think in May. It seems less quite
I always enjoy it,
year.
and you know what? It's a nice night away for us as well. Look how cool these police cars are. They were here yesterday stopping people, weren't they?
Yeah.
They're so cool.
We've got to stop for some lunch at Hungry Horse. This is literally just down the road. I think we've drove for 90 seconds to get here. So we're worth remembering if you're driving. Actually, you come to HorrorCon, oh, Magna for anything else. Actually, it's just down the road. The lunch to do there's nice. We had it before, but it's just hot dogs or noodles or rice boxes or something, isn't it?
Because we're collecting something from around here shortly.
We've got a bit of time to kill, haven't we?
Yeah, sit down and have a drink.
Yeah, let's go. Alright, it's trouble. So we said we've got some time to kill. We've had lunch, we've came here a lot, so there's like a little shopping centre. We're back in the car now. But we stopped in the pound shop. We're at Poundland over there. So we've got this massive stack of DVDs because you should know better. This is about how we roll.
If we're going to pound shop, we buy 1 million horror DVDs.
Yeah. So we got this one, Road to Diploma, with Jason Momoa in, which looks quite cool. This one because it looks terrible. Kingdom Come. Friday films we'll see this year, apparently.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. Spring.
Just looks.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Fear Clinic, because you got Robert Englund in it, and Corey Taylor from Slipknot. So it's a bit like watching the Lordy film, isn't it?
Yeah,
I guess it'd be good or it'd be terrible, but this one will be terrible.
Yes, I think
The Frankenstein Theory. Know nothing about it.
Absolutely terrible.
The Great American Snuff Film.
It's probably going to be a bit gruesome, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Prey. We watched The Descent the other day. This looks
I really
like that kind
like
of thing.
The Descent.
It's people go out on a holiday in Mexico somewhere and get dragged into the jungle and, well, something happens, obviously.
Yeah.
Savage Crossing, which actually we should have bought, like, if we bought this an hour ago, could have got John Jett to sign it, because he was at
This is it.
HorrorCon.
Because he was at HorrorCon, and then I saw that and I thought, ooh. And it's one we've not seen.
Yeah,
I think he's
Creek's
playing
good.
the same character as what he is in Wolf Creek, to be fair.
And then my all-time favourite, Jurassic City. How can this be bad?
Yeah, look, this is the best thing. Look.
Look
Look
big
at the
that T-Rex is.
size of the dinosaur and the Empire State Building.
It's not the Empire State Building, it's in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. But look!
Yeah. Brilliant.
It's going to be good.
So back home, just about settled.
I'm in
got the dogs. Ariane's already in pyjamas, so you know how you know how she rolls by now. Yeah, we had a good weekend. 2 days is probably worth it. Q&As were early for us today, so we wanted to see Sid. Not too fussed about anyone else, so we kind of had another snoop around and came home. Last year was a bit different because the Q&As we wanted to watch were in the afternoon, so we were there till 2 or 3 o'clock, I think, watching Kane Hodder and whatnot. So it depends who you want to see. Yeah, we're well worth a go though. So I think it's 20-25 quid a ticket for a day. So someone you want to meet, it's well worth it.
It is good.
Yeah, we'll certainly go again next year, I think. Again, depending on who's turned up, Sid was a definite for us. There's no way we're not turning up to see that. Yeah, we've got a picture of him to go next to Bill on the stairs, so we'll get a frame for that in the next couple of weeks as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye!